This video is for the course HUMA1000 for the progress in term essay. My question is number 2. So English is being dominant that is now the third most natively spoken language, and its dominance is still increasing. It's now the global language, and here raises the question, what if the English becomes so dominant that it dominates all other languages, or other languages extinct? So is the domination good thing or bad thing? My thesis is the domination is a bad thing. So my scope of the essay will focus on the culture and the functional aspect that English language cannot replace, and the negative effects the monolingualism will bring us. So let's start with my first argument. English, as a culture carrier for British and American culture, cannot meet the need for other countries' culture. Therefore, if English replaces other languages, some culture will vanish. For example, in Chinese, there are at least 20 words for expressing oneself or the speaker, but in English, there are only 3. So when people look into Chinese language, they will know that class and rank are very important, but in English, there's no such thing. So what is the logic behind? Language is a carrier of culture, and every cultures are unique. Therefore, every language have a unique cultural burden. Replacing one language can cause replacement of another. So let's go on to the other argument, monolingualism. Monolingualism will limit people's creativity, therefore will be bad for our world as there will be less and less creations. For example, in English, the classic SVO system is implied, but in other language, you may see SOV system. So the logic behind is that a language will force a user to use a specific way to think, like SOV or SVO. Monolingualism leads to a single way of thinking, and single way of thinking induces less creativity than multi ways of thinking. Some will argue that English have a lot of loanwords and therefore can absorb and contain multiple language, like the word 燒賣 is now in the Oxford Dictionary. But bear in mind that English is not the only language that have a loanword system, like Japanese. They even have a specific system for that. There's the 50 characters. But like all other languages, a loanword system cannot reflect the original culture of the word, and therefore cannot solve the problem I mentioned before. So in conclusion, English domination can cause one culture to vanish, and also it limits the way of people thinking. So therefore, English domination is ultimately a bad thing. Thank you.